Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. And just before we get started, I think I should just write out a tweet that I am actually live right now. So, can you guys hear me? Let me just try this first. Can you hear me? Yeah, it seems like Fox Mulder is saying he can hear me well. That is fantastic. And one more thing, I need to check if I'm also live on Twitter, actually, because I set up that I should be going on Twitter as well. So that seems, let me just view this so that I'm 100% sure that it's working on Twitter as well. Yep, it seems also on Twitter things are working. So this is fantastic. Lovely, guys. Let's go. Tank Will is saying, let's go. Titanics is a beast. Absolutely, guys. I totally agree with that. So, probably before we get started, guys, one of the things which I would really like to point out is obviously I want to thank you guys, first of all. This is a big milestone for me as well. I have right now 1024. Just this, I taken this screenshot like few seconds ago, and I really have to thank you because yeah, I just start making videos and I make videos about obviously things which I'm interested in, obviously in crypto. And yeah, especially initially when Titanics came out, it was somewhat not so easy. I'm a visual learner, so I need to put things on paper in some way, in some way. And obviously, so this really helped me because I just did it for more or less for myself, but I decided to also just share it with you guys. And yeah, you seem to kind of like it. And well, I am now here continuing the work. So I want to really thank you very much. Wish you much strength and love. That's one of my things I really like to whenever if you DM me, I think I always send this bicep, and so I wish you strength and much love. So that's that. Probably before we get started, one of the things I made on Twitter. If you go on my Twitter profile, and one thing you're going to see on my Twitter profile is this new thing up here, which is risk and reward. So one thing I just want to make sure is that, guys, obviously we are participating in a smart contract. There is some risks involved, and yeah. So my philosophy is knowing you should know the risks, and when the reward comes, yeah, you should be happy about that as well. But you've taken the risk. But that's one thing for sure: risk and reward. That's pretty much everything in anything you participate in. So yeah, just keep in mind about that one. So that's something new which I created. Hey V, what's up? Hey Roderick, hey, how's it going? Hey V, fantastic. Nice seeing you guys here. Thanks for your work at Dune Dashboard. TitanX UPX News. Thank you very much. I appreciate very much. So before we get started here, so one thing I wanted to start with was obviously thanking you guys. Where I mean, my channel has reached 1,400 subscribers. It's absolutely crazy. I wouldn't have never thought this would have happened, to be honest, because if you told me like I don't know, I don't know, 2 months ago, it's like, hey, Mike, you know those videos you're making? Yeah, you're gonna have 1,000 subscribers at some point. I never would have thought that. I mean, not in my wildest dreams, to be honest. But here we are, and I'm very grateful. And I do not take this for granted. And I really hope that I can really help you with all the information. So, I mean, I guess I'm more in the educational side of things, but yeah, sure. I'm here to learn, and I'm here to learn from you guys as well. So this is really helpful to learn with you guys actually, because it's not only that I learn or I teach you something, like I learn something from you guys too tremendously. And shout out to the Twitter people. I mean, it's been amazing. Whenever I write something and I read some of the comments, it's absolutely amazing because I learn so many new things because I tweet something out, and then in the comments somebody corrects me or give me another perspective. So this is absolutely amazing, I have to say. I mean, this is one of the best things which I also tweeted out, is regarding Twitter. Because normally when you were born somewhere, and you go to school, you meet the people, and you're somewhat connected to the people because you were born in that region and whatsoever. But Twitter or even YouTube, let's say, it is enabled to me to connect with you guys in some ways which I never thought it would ever be possible. So we're connected by ideas, and I think that's just a beautiful thing. And here we are. This is pretty amazing. So probably just give me 1 second. I need to figure out one thing here which I want to turn on. Give me 1 second. So this is not it. I'm trying to find something. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm really, really sorry about that. I seem not to find here something which I wanted to. This is very unprofessional of me, guys. I'm very sorry about that. I'm just trying to figure something out here. Where this is not working. Okay, for whatever reason, something is not working. So maybe some of the things here. Before I get started, first of all, let me check some of the questions which are coming in. So let's start maybe with the first question. And the first question is from Mr. Chuck. How much ETH is waiting in the 28-day cycle burn pool for Titanics burners? It should have earned 7% from each miner created. Do you think it will be drip like V2 buy and burn over the time? So, Mr. Chuck, as far as I checked the last time, the the burn pool is not yet activated. That's why actually I have a tweet regarding this as well. If I collected it, no, actually, nevertheless, I think I can find it fairly quickly. This is something from Mike, TitanX. So burn pool. If I write burn, I think I'm going to find that here. So there's here it is, Mr. Chuck. So as you can see, whenever you start a miner, the distribution goes to this 1, 2, 3, 4 different places, let's say, right? 69% goes to the buy and burn. And why is it 69%? It's because currently the burn pool is not activated. So it will come down to 62% once the Titanics burn payout pool has been activated. But this is not yet active. I mean, we can go to the code actually to see when this is going to be activated, but I think, yeah, this is pretty much fair enough. So it's 62% for now, and when the burn pool gets activated, it's going to, so it's 69 and it's going to get to 62. And then 28% goes to the Titanic stakers, 7% to the Titanic burn. This is not yet active. And then 3% goes to Genesis. And then what was the question again? It should have earned 7%. Yeah, no, actually, it will, once it's active, then it will start doing that. Do you think it will drip like V2 buy and burn over time? No, I don't think so. This is essentially not how it works. As far as I can tell you, how it works is the following. Let me see if I have more information here. Yeah, I think I have something down here. So this is the, if I'm not saying, is it 7%? I think it is, right? Did I write 7%? Yeah, it is 7%. So the burn payout pool is 7%, and it flushes every 28 days. And this is not yet active. So the way I understood it is the following. Maybe if you guys are following me already, you must have seen this one before. This is initially when I made the first video about Titanics. This is the graph I was showing basically. So let's just go to the here. This is the burn payout pool, and it flashes every 28 days. So what happens is whenever Titanics or or like liquid Titanics, the miners or stakes, whenever they get burned, the all the addresses get tracked. How many, yeah, how many Titanics has been burned basically, and then the users get at the end, um, they can claim it basically at the end. So if we go to the burn pool, right? So earn ETH bonuses when you burn Titanics. So this is an incentive for the users. Whenever you burn Titanics, you whenever you burn Titanics, you can earn some ETH with that, and this is the pool which is you're going to be earning. So you as a user, you're going to be able to claim your pool as long as you were participating in the burning, and every 28 days it goes back to zero basically. And this essentially happens, it's very similar as a payout cycle, but it just happens every 28 days, but it's only for the people who actually engage in the burning. So I think that's fairly clear now for your question, Mr. Chuck. Okay, let me just go to the other question. I checked Hex chart and they did 1,000 nicks in the first 5 months. Can we do it too? I don't know, man. We're gonna have to wait for that one. I mean, I have some models, but I'm gonna present them once they're a bit more clear to me. But I'll just leave it out for this one now. Let me just go to the next one. Hey, Mike, just pop over to X Twitter. Happy day 70. This is awesome, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Happy day 70. Yeah. So by the way, yeah, it's day 70. It's up here. So this is great. Okay, let me go to the next question now. So, hey, Mike, kindly explain to me why you share earnings. So, why your share earnings reduce when more people stake? I thought the more people stake, the more you're likely to earn. Thanks. Okay. So this is, I think I might have something written here already. Okay, I think, okay, maybe we just come back here. So the way things, the way I explained it back in the days was the following. So imagine, like right at the beginning, let's say, right? Or this is just an example. Imagine there's 1,000 shares, and you own 100 of that. So it means you own 10% of it, right? And whenever there's a payout, whatever ETH is in there, you're gonna get 10% of it. But somebody else can come and create new shares. So that's now whatever. Let's say, I don't know, they created 1,000 more shares. So now you don't have 10%, you have 5%. So whatever money is now in the next payout cycle, you're not gonna have 10% of the global shares. You're going to have 5%. If I did the math correctly, I heard doing math in live streams is not the greatest thing to do. So hopefully I did that right. But I might actually have tweeted something very similar to that, which is if I do the search here and type in stake, let's see what comes up here. So, oh, here, there you go. When you stake your Titanics, you earn ETH, you become part of the share pool. Example, holding 3% of the total shares means receiving 3% of the ETH in each payout cycle. Yeah. If more shares are created, your percentage of ownership will decrease. I mean, that's a way more cleaner because, well, I had time of writing it. And one of the things which I am trying to improve is try to explain things on the fly. If I have time to write things down, it's very easy. But one thing for sure, which I'm trying to improve to just speak freely. And I'm hoping I'm getting better by time. And one of the reasons why I actually create these videos or these live streams is also me. Yeah, I can improve my communication, and I can improve understanding of Titanics, and I can help you guys. So this is really, really great. By the way, this is absolutely amazing. I didn't know this is, since I have 1,000 subscribers, by the way, I was able to activate this. I don't know what you call it. I don't even know the name of it, but I can activate this. Yeah, what are these, like, where people can pay some money for for the stream, whatever. But anyway, I just activated it, and this is absolutely amazing. I mean, hey, Duke of Doos, 10, I think this Canadian dollars, I think, right? Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. Oh, it's called Super Chat. You see, I'm learning, man. I'm learning. We're here to learn. Somebody just wrote on the chat now what that means. Yeah, it's a Super Chat. So absolutely amazing. Duke of Booze, thank you very much. Super Chat, it means amazing. Okay, you mean minus? I don't know. Okay. Please explain the initial spike that occurred up to area. It will be okay. It will be help us to understand better. Okay, maybe you have to go down to the here. So, all right, I was checking something already. So let me just go back. I don't know, how do I go back in text screener here? Top traders. Okay, clear. All right, yeah. So let me just go back. So I'm not so sure what you're talking about. Do you mean the initial spike in right at the beginning here when we launched? So let me just do a day. I think it would just be much easier. So the initial spike here, you mean, right? I guess, right? Until that. Yes. So so normally what happens is whenever something gets created, right? Like whenever a liquidity pool gets created, there is an event which gets generated, a Uniswap. So whenever a Uniswap liquidity pool gets created, there is an event which gets sent out on the blockchain, and there is bots which are listening to these events, and whenever they see that a new liquidity pool has been created, they just wait until there is liquidity in there, so there's any tokens there, and then they start buying it like crazy. And then they start, yeah, they buy it extremely, like, I mean, this is what happens, and then you have the spike going up. And I heard some other people also, like, there's a lot of like Chinese traders apparently, which also came in the first minute and just start buying it like crazy. And these bots, whatever they do is basically just buying it up, and especially people in the beginning are just forming in. So all that big FOMO of people waiting and just people buying it, yeah, and then they just dump it basically, and that's why you see the whole dump here. So initially on the first day when that happened was, I think even Jake sent out a Telegram note. It's like, guys, don't buy anything on the market. These are just bots buying things up. And this is, yeah, unfortunately, this is not only TitanX problem. This is every token which launches has this problem. There is some technical ways how to avoid this, but it's not that easy, to be honest. But there's definitely ways how to avoid this. But I don't want to go deeper into the technical things of it. But there's definitely ways how you can avoid this. So let me see. Joe, thank you very much. Thanks for the super chat. Just learned that word actually, super chat. Absolutely amazing, Joe. Thank you very much. So day one, day two spike, I think when it was mostly market buying. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. That's absolutely true. So, I mean, I think initially, I pressed your day. So if we go to for 4 hours, let's say, I think it's we're gonna see a little bit better. Yes. Let me see. So initially, directly on the first day or the first hour, let's say the first 4 hours, it seems here now. Well, these are definitely bots, and then this is the next day. Well, I mean, definitely there were some people FOMOing in now here because they saw this spike. But what I'm seeing as well is that people were definitely buying because they just didn't know that you actually had to mine. And not even that, there was also a lot of people who started doing this as well because they wanted to catch the 7 day here. So on the 7th day, and do I have this here as well? Yeah. So on the first 8 day payout, people wanted to jump in there as well. So I definitely know some people who market bought quite a bit on the second day. And if you look at the correlation as well on the second day, most people actually came in on the second day. I mean, you can see this record has never been broken up to now. On the second day, 3,641 Ethereum came in on the second day, and this hasn't been broken so far. So as you can see, on second day there was definitely a lot more formal than on the first day. Yeah, yeah. So well, I think that's that. Hopefully that made a bit of sense. So I'm saying, is this going to survive day 280 with trillions coming out? Well, in my opinion, I think it will. I mean, one of the things which definitely we're really waiting for are these projects, and this is one of the things I'm going to be talking on this live stream today as well. Is the projects which are building on top of TitanX, and far as I've collected all the information, they are all burning liquid TitanX. My list is not yet 100% done, but I am gathering more and more information. I am going to show the lists on this live stream, but I really want to gather more information in the upcoming days as well. But nevertheless, we're definitely going to see the first, yeah, the definitely the first, the first. Sorry, guys, I just had to click something away here. Yeah, we're definitely going to see some of the first initial projects which I've collected. So that's that. So, Market Man, thank you very much. What's up, Titans? What is he saying here? Mike Dean, will you create a meme coin called Team Titan? Hint, hint. Laughing my ass off. I don't know, man. I mean, just doing all the Twitter and YouTube is already so much, a lot of time. It's taking a lot of my time. So I like it, but it definitely takes a lot of time. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'll have extra time because, well, I also have a day job, guys. So that's that. I need to definitely need to, yeah, I need more time, but I'm trying my best to keep up with everything. There is a lot of happening. I don't know about you guys, man, but I whenever I go on Twitter or on Telegrams, there's so much information coming at you. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to figure out how to digest all that information basically and digest it in a way that I can present it to you the best way possible. So I'm giving my best, hitting the gym as well, obviously. So I'm trying to stay healthy, stay on the ball, and give you as much information as I can, basically. So that's that. Thank you for that, my friends. So we got Simon here from Slovenia. Salute to you, brother Simon. So we got now subscribed. As projects build on TitanX, is the idea for projects to build on those projects too, or only on top of TitanX? So we know for sure that Jake had hinted already. If you listen to my live stream with Jake, the founder of TitanX, you guys know for sure, but maybe some of the listeners are new here. He hinted already that he would like that people build on top of Hyper. But meanwhile, Hyper changed a little bit since that live stream. So we are not 100% sure if that's the case anymore or not. But I do believe that Hyper will be somewhat built also to be built on top as well, because he hinted that in the live stream. So I believe that's what's going to happen. So, all right. Mo, thank you very much, man. Shout out to you, dropping a lot of information, and yeah, shout out to you, man. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate, brother. So, Revo community, we need a modeling program for new projects. Yeah, I think so, man. Yeah, I have a lot of ideas, and I'm gonna be from time to time putting out some new things out there. So I'm trying my best to keep up with everything. There's a lot of happening, and yeah, trying to digest things one by one. All right. So let me just go back to my few notes here, which I've taken. And I'm going to keep an eye on some of your questions which are coming in. And I'm going to be going through some of the tweets here, which I created this week or so. So one of the things, and especially I also get a lot of DMs, and I cannot answer all the DMs because, well, I'm trying to manage my time the best I can. But most of the time when I tell people, it's like, hey, I'm going to go through your question in my live stream so that it's much easier, so everybody gets gets the benefit of my answers in some ways, right? So so what I'm trying to do here is, this is the tweet which I did, and I got some DMs regarding this question. So the question here is, let me just go through probably through the tweet here. So in case you can end your TitanX stake on time, you can get someone else to end it for you. There's a function they can call end stake for others. And the DM I got was, how do you do that? So we're gonna actually go and see how to do that. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna visit etherscan. So etherscan is the most popular block explorer on Ethereum. It's so popular that people think it's part of Ethereum. No, it's actually not, but it's very popular. And shout out to them, man. They've actually created something, yeah, really amazing. And on top of that, I'm not sure, but I did tweet something out, which initially we didn't have a name on our token. We just had the contract address. So I tried back in the days. I wrote them a support ticket and so forth, and they created the name. So this is great, absolutely amazing. But anyway, that was a bit of a tangent. Let's see how you can end a stake for others. So the first things first, we visited etherscan, search for TitanX, and now we're here in the smart contract. And then we're going to click contract, and then we're going to do write contract. So now what you could do is you could connect here your MetaMask. You just press connect to Web3, and then your MetaMask is going to get connected. I'm not going to do it now, but I'm just going to show you how to do it. And then let me just go back and see end stake for others. So these are all the functions. Oh, there I have it. I saw it already. And now you need to have the wallet address of that person you want to end the stake. And then for every stake has an ID, and you need to type in the ID here as well. Okay, sorry, I just clicked something here. And then you need to type in the ID here. And once you type in the ID, so you need to have the address, the ID, and once you have that, you can write. And I mean, yeah. So Fax here, Fox Mulder. Sorry, man, if I butcher your name, Fox Mulder. Fox Mulder, basically same as good accounting for hextags. Yeah, pretty much. That's the same thing. Yeah, so pretty much you need the address of that person, and then you need the ID. And the reason why this is also exists, obviously, is, well, I mean, if somebody if your stake is 3,500 days, right, and I don't know, you go to jail or whatever, or yeah, so, and then you need to end it for somebody who cannot do it currently. That's one. And then the second thing as well, what you could be doing is, if you are part of the staker class, if somebody is staking, they keep earning if their stakes has not ended. And if you're part of the staker class, you don't want that, because he's diluting you. So you can just end his stake, and then you don't get diluted anymore. So those are the two things, basically. Yeah, so the first one is just somebody physically cannot do it for whatever reason. I don't know, being in jail or in hospital or whatever, he cannot do it. Or it's your friend and he's just asked you to just end it so that he doesn't lose his stakes, basically. Yeah. And then the second thing, obviously, is yeah, what did I say now? Yeah, so the first thing is you can just not physically do it for whatever reasons. And then, yeah, and then you're part of the staker class and you don't want to get diluted. pretty much. So now he's asking, how can I find the ID? Okay. So now we need to dig. We need to dig a bit deeper now. So now, yeah, I should. So what you have to do for sure is now, whenever a stake has started, it's basically just a function. So let's just go here, and then we can write a contract, and then there's going to be a function start stake. So these are the raw function basically, right? I mean, if you go to app.titanx.win and you start your miner, right? Let's say you start a stake. That's the easier one. So whatever, you type in there your amount and then you start stake. So basically what happens is you are actually just calling this function here. Yeah, right? So the amount, number of days, and whenever this function is called, you there's an event which gets created, and that event has an ID. So let's look how we find that ID. So here we're just going to find the method start stake. So we're going to go there, and then there's things which is called the logs. We're going to click in on the logs, and now there's two events. So the first event is the transfer, and the second one is stake started. And if you look at the stake, you're going to have global stake ID. If I'm not mistaken, that's the one. So you have the user, and then you have the global stake ID. Yeah. And then, so we can actually see right now, if you just look at here, you see the event stake started has been created, and you have the user. This is the topic. Basically, it's just an ID, or yeah, like a topic. You have the user. So this is the user who has that. And then you have your global stake ID. Most likely, this is the ID which you need. So what we're going to do now is just we're going to copy that. And we're also going to copy the address, let's say, right? So let's just copy that. I'm going to just put this in my notes. So we have the address, and now we have the global ID 9602. So now we go back. So now imagine the use case is like, hey, you're part of the staker class, and this guy is just diluting you. His stake has ended, and he's diluting you. So you don't want that. So you want to kick him out of the staker class. So now you just go to write contract, and then, well, let me just connect my wallet. That's a popular wallet. Yeah, my wallet is connected. I think this is my, just one second. Yeah, this is my donation wallet. So shout out to you guys who have sent me some few tips my way. Thank you very much. I much appreciate very much. And this is just the address for YouTube. Whenever I do any tutorial or anything, this is the one I use, because as you see, I think one video I created how to show you how to do liquidity providing. This is the address I use. So the money goes, for tutorials actually, by the way. But anyhow, I connected my address here, and then I have to find the address again and stake for others, right? So now the user, obviously now this is the one which we had created earlier on, and then we have the ID, and then the ID. This is the ID. Yeah, and then basically you just write. But obviously I will not do this because this will cost gas, and on top of that, not only will it cost gas, it cannot actually work because, well, the stake has to end so that you can call this. And as far as I've seen just before, the stake just started, obviously. So there's no way I'm going, like, the code will not let me end that stake. I mean, we can also just go to, one second. Yeah, we can look at on the code level what actually happens if you do that. So probably one little tip, by the way, if you want to check the code on chain, is you just visit etherscan and you visit smart contract address you like to view, and then you just go here etherscan.io, and then you just type in .deth.net, I think death or deth.net, and then you press enter, and then voila, look at that, guys. You have all the code here, which is much easier to view. And especially why I like this way is because it's, first of all, it's very easy. You can just view the code very quickly and see what's going on. And secondly, you can search. So let's say, I don't know, encode for others. What was the name of it again? End stake for others. So if we just go here and then end stake for others. Oh, look at that. I found it. So that's why one of the things which I really like this, yeah, it's just an online viewer, yeah, which is pretty awesome, I think. So yeah, let's look at the end stake for others. So we had seen it accepted the user and the ID, just like the etherscan where we saw earlier, and then there's another function which is called mint, is called, and then some few more things are happening. So get current contract day, stake action is end, and send action is also called as stake for others, and stuff like that. And then there's more. I mean, you could, if you really want to look at the how this is exactly done, you can just go and check exactly what this has done. But I mean, it's fairly simple. You just copy, paste, and then you go and stake. Oh, that's so. This is, I mean, this is where this is. It's called everywhere. And stake for others, and then it's called at burn stake, right? That's also being called. So burn stake, that's also interesting because this it hasn't happened yet. So this is one of the, if any smart contract or if any project start building on top of Titanics, they could also burn a stake, and this is the function which they will be calling essentially. So this is pretty awesome. And then, but anyway, if you really want to look at the implementation level, you just go to end stake, and then you have the function, and then here you have some parameters which you can read what they mean. So there's a stake ID, current contract day, and so on and so forth. And then you can look here what exactly happens. I don't want to go really on the live stream here with all these things because, well, it just takes times, and yeah, I'm not so sure if that's very interesting for you guys. But anyhow, I think maybe this is interesting for you. We have 103 viewers. Oh my god, this is absolutely amazing. It's crazy. It's really crazy. So Ahmed, what is Ahmed saying? Ahmed is saying, feel like I'm in crypto university. What other crypto community talks about the code in the live streams? Absolutely, man. Ahmed, I think that's the right way of thinking, because I just took a sip of water here, guys. So one thing for sure is that i- like the only thing which really matters is actually what's written on the code. Everything else is just people talking and stuff. So I mean, that's why for me it's just much easier. Sure, these words have been which are being said on Twitter and stuff like that, they influence people in some ways, but I just like to go to the code, see what has been done, assess the risk, right? And then just decide if I participate, if I see everything which I think, yeah, which just makes sense for me. I mean, it's all about risk and reward. Am I okay with the risk I'm taking here with this project, or the way they've implemented certain things, let's say? And then if that's the case, then well, then I'll participate. But I have assessed the risk, let's say, and obviously I'm gonna do as much as I can to publicize whatever things I have found, and then it's like, yeah, I'm just giving you information what I have went through as well. So that's that, my friend. So let's go to the next question. Can you look at your Excel showing how many coins minted per day and see why it's much more than actual coins minted on a miner? Okay, well, we're gonna go to that. So hopefully this made sense, guys, and yeah, we're gonna go to that. So I'm on my Google Sheet here, and one thing, obviously, the miner length. This is just something which will help you for sure. So now, so we are day 70. Yep, and just double check day 70. That's absolutely amazing. All right, so day 70. So day 70, if you start your miner today for one day, you're going to get 0.2 something something. And then there's going to be an 8.03% bonus. And then, well, the T rank, which is, yeah, it depends how many people start a miner after you. So let's just go to app.titanx.win, and then the miner length, we're just going to create one, miner power 100. So what did I write here? 6.28. Okay, so here, there you go. What you see here is with the bonus, but this is now without the bonus. So 6.28, blah blah blah, and then the early adoption amplifier is 8.03, and then you can see 8.03. Yeah, that's it. And then that's how it works. Yeah, and okay, so what is it? What JD? What are you saying? Example of 280 miner. Okay. I think maybe you there's a bit of misunderstanding here. I think the misunderstanding is the following. This early adoption amplifier gets locked at the rate at when you start your miner at 8.03. So let's just forget that one. That one is just fixed whenever you start a miner. But then, so the cost of a miner just stays the same. The length determines how much you're going to earn every day while that miner is running. So for instance here, if I put 2 days, you're going to see it's going to be roughly, I mean, right now you see here 13.55. So roughly double. So what you have to do is, like, if you start mining for 1 day or for 2 days, you're going to have to add this up. That's how it works, basically. I hope, JD, that makes sense now. So when you just, and this is now the miner length, which is just going to help you out so that you get that. But this one, yeah, okay. So JD has understood now. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, okay. So as it seems like, yeah, it was just a misunderstanding how things work. But yeah, I guess this is not very clear to most people in the beginning, but I was just not sure that that is the case actually. So yeah, but nevertheless, I think it's a bit more clear now. And yeah, so let's hope about that. So let's see now, what are the next question? Yeah, so it's not the amount per day since you start. No, I mean, okay, I don't really understand what you exactly mean, but for sure is this is your starting date. Whenever you start, this is where you start with, and then you get that bonus, and that bonus gets locked, as far as I remember. And then, yeah, and then basically next day you get that. The longer you stake, the more you get. I mean, that's how it is here. You see the more and more. And the way I did this was basically so that you can come up with your own strategy. Like, I didn't want to give you, like, I wanted to give you the raw data so that you can make your own strategies. Like, oh, I'm going to mine for so long. And here as well, the miner length. This is something which, especially in the beginning, a lot of people made a lot of mistakes. And that was, on the first day, people wanted to catch the 8-day payout. And what happened was, they actually saw, if you're on the first day and you mined, people mine for 7 days. But if you mine for 7 days, it ends on the 8th day. So you had to mine for 6 days so that it ends on the 7th day. And then when you stake, because you need to stake before the day takes over, and then you could catch the 8-day payout. A lot of people made this mistake. You can actually see it. The data suggests that this is something which a lot of people have done. So that's why the reason why I made this a sheet is basically to help you guide how you can actually do your own minor length. So for instance, right now, if you know you want to catch let's pick this day. You want to catch the 8-day payout on day 80, right? So very easy. You just mine for 9 days. That's it. And then it's going to end that day, and then you stake it. You stake it on that day, and then boom, you're gonna be on the day payout. Yeah, I think that's correct. I'm not so sure if I was. I think. Yeah, yeah, it should be correct. Yeah, sorry guys, because sometimes when I talk and show, I made some mistakes, but nevertheless, that is for sure. Like if you do a 1 day stake, it's gonna end on day 71. Yeah, and then so on and so forth. So if you want to end at day, you have to end at day 79, and that is you have to do 9. You have to do minor length of 9. So we have 101 viewers. This is absolutely crazy. Thank you very much, guys. It's absolutely amazing. Hopefully, I'm giving you a lot of information and it helps you out. All right. So JD says thank you. No worries, man. We appreciate you and your work you put in. You teach very, very well, and trust me, most of us need it. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I really hope that I could somewhat help you guys out, and yeah, that's why I'm doing it here as well. Wook is on the spot. Okay, thank you, whatever that means. So, thoughts about how additional projects will be weeded out if they're not good fit for Titanics. I assume anyone can build, but as community can choose what to promote or caution against. I mean, this is one of the biggest problem actually, which are going to happen, and this is also, I mean, especially probably something in my position. I need to be very upfront about what kind of principles I hold against all these projects, because one thing for sure is the community is there, and there are people out there who are going to see this as a quick cash grab. I mean, that's just reality of it, right? I mean, the community is growing, people are excited and all that. And so a lot of people are going to be out there for cash grab. And the thing is like how would I know if it's a bad project or a wrong project? So I'm just going to come up with like very simple things, which is, I mean, I think one of the things I'm going to build it up a little bit, right? And I'm going to get some feedback from you guys as well, which is definitely what I want to do. And that is, how are they going to be burning Titanics? I mean, that's the only thing. I mean, from my point of view, it's literally, are you burning Titanics or not? Everything else is secondary. Like that's my point of view, and anything else, we can go deeper into that. But I'm going to show you the projects here. And one thing I want to make clear is like this is not an endorsement of any project whatsoever. I will not take any pre-allocation or anything of that sort. All the information I've gathered in the sheet is literally everything what you could have found as well, but it's just okay a list which I just copy pasted all the information which I found publicly, either on Twitter, on the website, or on Telegram. You could do that for sure as well. So this is like I have to be in a very neutral position, and I'm going to be as neutral as it can be for sure. So yeah, that's that, man. And it's not going to be easy. I think it's definitely going to be a struggle, because there is going to be some people out there who just come out and try to, well, just or they see an opportunity or a growing community which is very excited. Oh, let me see what I can build there. So it's not going to be easy, but nevertheless, I think yeah, we're gonna find a somewhat a way how to do this. So yeah, that's that. TitanX OPX News, your hero. Greetings from Austria. Lovely, man. Thank you very much. You're the hero, man. So, hey, Mike, thanks for the stream. When do you think Jake could lower BNB cap? We're going approximately 200 ETH down in 10 days. When do you think? I don't know, man. I don't really know. When could the I don't know. I mean, the only thing what you could really do is like just on chain check what's gonna be happening. But for sure, all those things, yeah, I'm more worried about. Like, I worry more about things which I can control. Everything else, like, I just have to. Yeah, I'm just gonna accept. I just accept things, reality as it comes. But most of the stuff is like I try to just play everything what I can control. I try to play that to the maximum, and then everything else I just accept as is. So I'm not sure exactly when that will happen, but yeah, that's that. We're gonna see about that. So, any concern with buy and burn dropping a lot in the last few days? I don't think that's a really big problem, to be honest. But for sure, one thing is the new projects which are going to be coming, which are going to be burning a lot of Titanics, the liquid Titanics. I mean, for sure, all the things which I've gathered so far is that all these projects so far are all like, well, not all the ones I've gathered. I'm going to share the projects here are basically liquid, burning liquid supply. So that's actually something extremely well. Yeah. Mike. Mike Zizo, how do I get the Excel spreadsheet? Just DM me on Twitter, and then I'll send it to you, brother. Yeah. All right. Sak says thank you. Okay. So Ahmed, has anyone received the video Jake tweeted out a couple of days ago regarding some alpha hype on Pulse chain? I don't know. I've seen something. So somebody tweeted something out, but then it was deleted or something like that. So I don't know either. Was it fake or not? I don't know, to be honest, Ahmed. Maybe if some of you guys have any information, let me know. Then I can definitely have a look at it. But so far, I haven't. I didn't. I didn't see anything there. But yeah, let me know. Yeah. When short miners become profitable again, Jake will decrease BNB, I guess. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that definitely could happen. Yeah. Yeah. So okay. So here, hi, Mr. McDean, sir. If you wanted to claim a miner from etherscan instead of the website, how do you go about it? Well, I mean, you go about it very similar to, yeah. I mean, probably let's just try that actually. So I mean, I haven't done it, but I mean, we can definitely go about it. So one of the things you could do for sure is, if I had any miners here, which I might be doing in the next few days, I'm gonna have to do like a little tutorial, which is like really starting a miner and ending a miner, because like I think some people really need that step by step. So some of you guys have sent me some few yeah, some donation, and I'm gonna be using that to do all these tutorials because it really makes sense just to do that. So one of the things which you could do for sure is like, if I had a miner, it would be much easier to do so. But anyway, let's go to etherscan and then find out how we could do that. So I'm going to search for mix that. So I'm going to go to contract, and then we're going to go to write contract, and then so see mint. So is a batch mint, burn mint, claim mint. Oh yeah, I think this is, yeah, claim and matured mint. Yeah, I think that's the address for sure. So you do it very similar to as what I talked earlier. So I'm just gonna copy. Can I copy this? Oh, damn. Okay, whatever. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just going to copy paste that. So let me do that. So what I'm going to do now is like, okay, so this is the claim mint. Claim mint. Yeah, I'm just copying it here. So claim mint. So I'm going to go back to transfers, and then I'm going to find out somebody who started a miner. So start stake. So I need to find one which is called start mint. Yeah. So here you see claim mint. Somebody called that function claim mint. Okay, I think I'm going to do something else, and that is I'm going to do an advanced filter. Okay. Etherscan seems to be checking my connection again. So, and then I'm going to filter by the method. So, swap, claim mint. I don't know what that is, but anyway. Hold on. Okay. Did not start mint? I think it should be. I mean, I could start mint. Yeah, this is the address, start mint. Sometimes etherscan is also not the greatest. Yeah, so it's actually searching the whole time for, okay, start mint. Is that the one? Come on. Why is this? Anyway, guys, so just for the sake of time here, I don't want to just be trying things which are not working. What I could do is, can I show more? I think I should be able to show. Can I see more than? Okay, let me go to advanced filter, and then column. No, that's okay. Oh, here, there you are. So let me see 100. Okay, so start. For whatever reason, this doesn't come up here. But I mean, but anyhow, basically what you do is you need to get the ID. Very similar to what I had shown you guys earlier, and that is TitanX. So we're gonna go to TitanX, and then contract, and then write contract, and then admin. Yeah. But if I'm not mistaken, this is actually the one, because start mint. So the ether amount. So whichever ether amount is currently needed, you will have to figure that out, and then I think maybe hold on a second. Don't I have this already? Yeah, well, I have it here. So you could actually just copy that. And then enter it there, and then the mint power 100, and then the mint day, whatever, I don't know, 280 days to do a max miner. Yeah, and then pretty much, and then you write, and then that's how it would work. If you really want to do this, you can. I would definitely look for an example how a mint, like a one which is successfully actually went through, and then you can actually do this. Yeah. So, Mike, why not make it 3 to 4 CMCs for listening? I will. If I have not done it by tomorrow, guys, call me out, because I want to. Yeah, yeah. I'll try not to forget it. Yeah, yeah. So Yana says Jake spoke about doing staking ladders from code function. Can you make a video? Yeah, I could try to make a video about that. The only thing about that, yeah, I think here this is. Let's probably just go through this actually to see how actually that works. Start mint. Yeah, I think this is the one here. Batch mint ladder. So create new mints in ladder up to 100 mints. This is something which can be done. Yeah, number 6. Yeah, Fox Muda say that. Yeah, actually, somebody called this function already. So if I'm not mistaken, either I'm mixing either a function here which was called. We can probably check it out. Batch mint ladder. But one thing for sure, I can say I will try to make a video about this. But this is more like advanced for advanced people. So normally for now we're quite early. I like to dedicate my time a bit more to the beginners, let's say. But I'll put it in my to-do list that this is also in the line, so we can check that. Let me take a sip of water, guys. Give me a second. Right. Okay. So okay, let's. So that I think we fixed that one. I'm definitely going to find out how I can make a video regarding that. But yeah, there's a lot more videos I want to do, so that will basically come in line. Yeah. So if the function is there, why didn't Jake implement it on the website? Yeah, I mean that's one of the reasons. Well, it's implementing something like that. Well, it takes time. One, and also this is more for advanced people. And I mean this is just speculating on my end. It takes a lot of time to implement stuff because you need to fix the bugs and things like that. And then also this is more an advanced thing to do anyway, so leave it to advanced people so they can just call it straight themselves, or like raw, right? Because yeah, you need to enter here a few things which, and they all have to be correct in some ways. So as far as I see is, yeah, so you whatever you say, you have 10 ETH. How much power? I don't know. Let's say you do 50 power, and then minimum day, I don't know, 10, maximum day 180. Yeah, day interval. So how many? Yeah, the interval basically between the days. I don't know, 10 days. Count per interval. Yeah, 10. I don't know, something like that. So all these you have to calculate them in such a way that these 10 ETH also make sense. But yeah, it takes time. So by the way, Jake mentioned also this in the live stream. Hyper alone will be enough to support Titanics to the moon. He didn't use the word moon. What do you think? Look, the thing is, like, I don't know the mechanics of Hyper yet, so we'll have to see about that. Yeah. Okay. So okay, so that's that. Let me just go back. So some of the tweets I tweeted, maybe I can just go on because I'm seeing some of the questions are not here yet. But anyway, so I think we went through this one earlier as well. This was where does the ETH go in Titanics? So and here this is Hyper. One of the things is, well, Hyper tokenomics have changed. So now to get Hyper, before you needed ETH, Titanics, liquid or staked plus time, and now you just need Titanics, no ETH anymore, and also just liquid Titanics and only time. So that's something about Hyper which it definitely has changed. So, and one more thing which some people were getting confused about, also I tweeted this: all supply of Titanics in existence was once created by a Titanics miner. Same is true for Bitcoin. So if you know how Bitcoin gets created, well, the miners actually get their Bitcoin in the Coinbase address, let's say, and that's how they do it. They also mint it in some ways. They give it to themselves. All the yeah, the miner give Bitcoin to themselves in some ways, but obviously there's rules how they can give it to themselves. And before we continue here, this is the one tweet I made, I think it was 2 days ago. And I was actually calling all of you guys out there. And one of the reasons was that I'm compiling a list of projects, which projects building on Titanics. And yeah, I wanted you to basically just drop your comments down so that I can start gathering all the information and put it in one sheet, and then I'm going to share it with you guys. So we're going to go through that list now, because I think we've been 1 hour into it right now. So I went through all your questions, but then we can definitely do this. And one note, this is just for information gathering. This is not an endorsement. Yeah. Yeah. And then I think one of the tweets here, which also was pretty good, I think, is when you stake your Titanics to earn ETH, you become part of the share pool. Holding 3% of the total shares means you receive 3% of the ETH in each payout cycle. If more shares are created, your percentage of ownership will decrease. So this is something also, I think, very important to understand. I keep repeating a lot of these things in some ways because a lot of people who are new are coming in, and also a lot of people who are also participating, they forget some of these things. So I think this also helps me, but also it helps other people. Absolutely. Don't be shy to hit the like button, bros. Absolutely, man. Hop on that like button there, man, and yeah, spank that algorithm, man. We need that YouTube algorithm. It needs to be spanked so that people get more awareness about Titanics. So thank you very much for that. So yeah, and then yeah, so now let's just go to the projects, actually, guys. So now here we are. As you probably can see, the list is not yet done. So I have started doing it, but now some of the things are still not there yet. So anyway, let's just go probably one by one, especially um, especially here, those categories. Let's see. Maybe you're gonna have also some of the probably you guys have also your own ideas, and I really want to get some of your ideas as well. What other things that could be adding into here so that we get a more clear picture about probably some of these projects, what they're trying to do. And the biggest hope for me is obviously that we can see what are probably good projects and probably not so good projects. But I don't know. I cannot make that bet now because I want to be as neutral as possible. So the only thing which I created here was just list them. I have the website, the Twitter, and Telegram, and so forth. So now probably let's just go. The first one, obviously, we're hoping this is going to launch very soon, is obviously Hyper. And this is Hyper number 1 because some few things have changed. There's Hyper 1 and Hyper 2. So initially there was just Hyper, right? And that was for liquid and staked. But now there's 2 Hyper. I don't know now which is the 1 and 2, old and new. But anyhow, I mean, there was some tweet which was sent out. But anyhow, so there is a TitanX Liquid. So sorry. So I have the name, I have the logo, I have the launch date. Whatever I found something, whichever if something was public, I just found it and then I wrote it down there. If it's doxed or not, admin keys, category. And this is now probably in the category sector. I need some help from you guys as well. I mean, I come up with stuff the best I can. So for now, I have utility and derivative. Yeah, so far this is what I found, but this might change in the future. We'll have to see what best names here we could come up with. And then NFTs. And then the burn category is obviously liquid. So it's miners, liquid, or stakes. And then website, Twitter, and Telegram. So now Hyper, you have the logo. Is it doxed? Yes. That's the Jake himself. So it is doxed. Admin keys, I don't know yet. I don't have that information. Category, utility. So I put it in the category of utility. Well, because yeah, I mean, he said it's at some time, he said it's like, it's a way how you can get more Titanics. So you have to stake your Titanics and you get more Hyper. And that Hyper you could sell obviously for more Titanics back. but you have to sell it. So you have to sell it at whatever price it's going to be. So that's okay. Yeah, and then burn category, that's Titanics liquid. So all these names here, guys, if you see if that is not the right name for it or so, just let me know and then I can change this. So I'm trying. I just thought is like my worldview is always just start it and then improve as you go. That's what I would like to build here. So, oh man, Financial. That's absolutely amazing. Comprehensive list of projects. Billion Titanic. Good stuff. And also spank those likes. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy, man. Absolutely amazing. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, what will 10 plus protocol burn you do? Subline? Yeah. What a nice rhetorical question, my friend. So that's Hyper. We have your yeah, we just went through that, and obviously Telegram. Well, I guess the Telegram is just the same as I'm gonna fix that as well. I'm gonna enter the Telegram and Twitter. I'm not gonna do it now, but yeah, you get the point. And I think Jake, I've seen him. He said maybe the website is gonna just stay the same, and then it's going to be something like hyper dot titanx dot win, so like a subdomain. So that could be interesting. But I mean, that's not yet there out. That is not there. Is not yet out there. So Dragon X, yeah, you see the logo. Apparently, the launch date is between the 15th to the 18th of January. So that's very soon. Yeah, that's actually amazing. So I mean, essentially, this is in 10 days. So yeah, we're gonna find out. Maybe Dragon Ace will launch before Hyper. Then I don't know. We'll have to find out. Docs, I'm not sure yet. I'll have to leave this open for now. So I think I saw a video. I think I saw a video. Why is this not going away? Oh man, can it just be empty as well? Okay, maybe. Oh man. Okay, I don't know. I have to. Oh, okay, there you go. All right, so I just need to delete. Okay, so here the docs. I'm not so sure if the docs or not. I believe to have seen a video where you see the guy, so I would assume he's doxed. But I mean, you guys probably know more information. I'd like to know about that. Admin keys is not yet out, so I don't know. We'll have to find out. Category is like utility and derivative. So derivative in some ways. Yeah, but it's not an NFT, so I don't know. I mean, we'll have to. All this information are not there. Yeah, I haven't found anything really. One thing I found out is like the burn category is liquid. I mean, one interesting thing which you can go for sure is like if you just go here, like all one, two, three, four projects so far. It seems like they're burning Titan X liquid. So that's definitely very interesting, and I think I like that. I have to say. And then we have here the next category. This is NFT, Titan Legends. This is their logo I found on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. They also have a website. Maybe we can just go on the website and check it out. Yeah, so it's minting soon. It's an NFT project. This is the cost, and 28% of Titanics from each transaction is burned forever. 8% of ETH from each secondary sale is sent to TitanX buy and burn contract. Okay. All right. Um, let's see who we are. Community first, fair distribution and launch. 2,888 unique NFTs. Yeah. No roadmap or promise. The law behind Titan Legends. Okay. Yeah. So if you want more information, you can definitely visit that. This is their website and this is their Twitter. Yeah, you can just visit their Twitter and so forth. I mean, also for Dragon X here, this is their Twitter account. Yeah, yeah, just go, and they haven't tweeted anything yet out, but they have a Telegram group, so there's definitely that's where most of the information comes from. Yeah, and then you have Titan Legends. There's like some NFTs, it seems, and then you have Titans of Battle. Yeah, this is also an NFT. This is their website. Let me see. Yeah, so this is a Titans of Battle. There's no information here, but well, there's the Twitter, and Telegram. So if you're interested, we'll have a look at that. I cannot give you, as I said, I'm going to remain neutral. I cannot tell you if it's good or bad or anything, but it's definitely categories NFT. And then we have Ouroboros protocol. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing it correctly. Ouroboros protocol. I haven't found any much information about them so far. So on the Twitter account or X account, um, yeah, I went through it, but I could not really find anything because, yeah, I'm trying to make it, yeah. But anyhow, I think this list is going to be built up more and more, and then I'm gonna probably just write on Twitter, on the Twitter account, also just so that I can get some information like, hey, we would like to, well, the category, what you're burning, launch date, if it's there, so that I can just put it in here. And then we have Titan Blaze. So from what I've seen so far, it's in a utility and they're burning Titanics liquid. And this is their Twitter account. So far, I haven't seen if they have a site. I don't think they have a site yet. So that's that. So here, Titan Blaze, introducing Titan Blaze, the revolutionary protocol by 8 Titanics OGs. All right, so that's that. Seems like there is a team of 8 Titanics OGs. What they exactly do, not so sure. So, well, I mean, they're giving somewhat a hint here. Titan Blaze, burn calories, and also everything else. All right, that's a hint. They're going to be burning stuff. And then we have the Pyro protocol. I think these were somewhat the first ones. Oh, Zach is saying Titan Legends. So these guys here, okay. Launching 2 weeks from now from their Telegram. Okay. So 2 weeks from now, what's the date? Approximately 19th or so, 19th of January. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna type it in there. 19th Jan 24. Okay, so Zach, thanks, buddy. He just pasted something in here. So just a quick update. Working on getting launch date locked. I have narrowed it down to 2 different date possibilities. Looking at about 2 weeks from now. Okay, so I would just say about 2 weeks from now. So maybe I'm just gonna do 19th until 25th. I don't know. So I don't know how I should write this. Maybe I should do this. Hold on a second. How can I? Sorry, guys. Unfortunately, yeah. Trying to find that. Trying to whatever. So I mean, I'm gonna check the website again or the Telegram, and then maybe got it, whatever. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna trust Zach here with what he just sent me in. Zach, thank you very much. Appreciate. This is exactly what I'm trying to do. Yeah, and yeah. So I think I went through all the projects so far. You guys have seen this is the list I'm working on. I'm going to be working on this longer, and as soon as it's filled up a bit more, I'm just gonna release it. I think that's most likely the best thing to do because so far it's like somewhat not filled up very well. But this is all the information I got so far. Yeah. So it's something interesting here. Blue has just commented, and it's that sounds like a few of these projects are also going to try to build on Hyper also. Yeah. Yeah, this is crazy actually. Yeah. I think I don't know. I haven't found any information, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of hard. That's why I mean I really appreciate some guys like Zach just tweeting, like letting me know about this information, because if I have like I'm all on these Telegram groups, but it's sometimes so hard to just gather all the information because there's so many messages, and where is the right information and where is just people yeah, discussing about stuff, and then yeah, it's very hard, man. So that's why I'm trying my best here to keep up. So Zach again, he's saying you missed one hyper, aren't you? I here, this is the one here. Didn't Jake say the two projects? Yeah, they did. I mean, I can add it as well, right? I mean, let me just above. Let me just put it in there then as well, because yeah, I think it's gonna have another name as far as I remember. But anyway, for now, let's just call it Hyper 2. Zach, do you remember which one? Yeah, so this one was the one where Titanic stakes were burned, I think, right? So I'm not so sure if it was one or two, but whichever. So we have Hyper 1, Hyper 2. Docs, yes. Admin keys, we don't know. Category, I don't know either yet, but I mean, I would just put it as utility for now. Okay, yeah, Zach is also saying he's not sure. Matt, shout out to you. You have the biceps, the dragon, and fire. Absolutely, man. I see you. You're hitting the gym. Absolutely amazing. Very motivating, man. And yeah, I'm also just after this stream gonna hit the gym. Stay healthy, man. Trying our best here to stay as healthy as possible. So that's that. Matt, shout out to you, buddy. Oh, by the way, this is from Twitter. So, oh, I didn't know that. I This is my first time trying to also use Twitter as well. So that's that. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate, mate. So what's that? How are they gonna have all this by end of the month? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, the only thing, I mean, it depends how complex your smart contracts are. Some of the audits can be done very quickly. I mean, it could be done in just one day or so. And probably one of the things I would like to add here is also audits, right? I don't know. I mean, yeah, probably. What do you guys think? I'm just going to add audits here as well, right? All audits. Are you ready? I think so. So let me just do that. Oh, yeah. Okay. So audits, yeah. Yeah. So if you guys have any information, what I could be adding more and more of this, but for now, I think this is good enough for the start, right? Name, the logo, launch date, docs or not, audits, like how many audits? Let's say, is that one, two, three? Admin keys, category. Yeah, the category, yeah, I have to work a little bit more. Yeah, and then the burn category, website, Titanics. Yeah, sandwich. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate. I'm striving. I'm keeping my best, doing my best. How do I get access to this list? And Zach, I'm going to work on this a bit more. Let's say until probably Sunday, and then I'm just gonna put it out there, because I'm not yet. It seems to me rather that it's still quite empty so far. And some of the things, especially like, look, I just added audits like live right now with you guys. So I would like to maybe to have it a bit more, maybe also spend a bit of time in the Telegram so that just ask more questions so that I can fill them out a bit more. And then hopefully by Sunday I can have it. I can have it already, and then I'm just gonna tweet it out. And if you at any time you have new information or anything, just let me know, man, because it really helps me to just keep this. And I think it's just going to benefit all of us here if we have all the information at one place, so that it's much easier from here. Because, like, oh, I don't know, like, I mean, these people is like, oh man, I like NFTs, let me go and see what these guys are doing. I don't know, I mean, you guys have different interests than I do, or we all have somewhat different interests because we're just different people. And yeah, that's why you have the category here, which you can just go and say like, oh, I want to only see utility, let's say, right? Because I mean, so far this filtering is not really needed because well, it's not so many yet. But who knows, maybe there's going to be more and more and more building on top of TitanX, which is going to be amazing as well, with different diversity and stuff. And as long as the main thing stays the main thing, and the main thing is, are you burning Titanics? That's number uno. If you're not doing that, then what are you doing, man? Like, are you just trying to fleece us, or are you trying to just take money out of us, or you're trying to steal the brand, Titanics brand, let's say? And obviously, that's not that ain't gonna happen, my friend. Let me tell you that. That's we cannot do with that. The main thing is like, are you burning Titanics? That's number one. Number All the other things are number two, number three. Priorities are down the list. But for sure, I know the most thing, which is, are you burning Titanics? Whether liquid, whether miners, whether yeah, or stakes. I mean, one thing for sure, while I'm just saying this, one thing which would be really, really interesting is, imagine a project which is building on top of miners, or like it's burning miners. You have to burn your miners. That's going to be interesting. And then imagine also, you can limit, let's say the mine has to be, I don't know, like it has to be started like on day 60, between day 60 to day 70, or like something like that. I mean, what I'm trying to say is, like, it has to be a newly created miner, let's say. You cannot have an old one. So I mean, all those kinds of things can be done as well. I mean, it's just a matter of programming, right? So I don't know what all the devs they're going to be coming up with. I know for sure there's definitely a lot of potential, I can tell you that. And then everything else we're going to find out and see what's going to happen. But anyway, guys, I think this is now an hour and a half. I think this is more than enough. I think you got all the alpha you needed. And let me see, is there something I might have missed someone? um yeah, I think that's it. I mean, probably one more thing which I would like to go through. This is something I was thinking of doing, but let's go to trading view, actually, right? Get started, because I was actually thinking of come on, is, it, is that not okay? Let me BTC USD. Hopefully it's just gonna take me to, yep, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, this is, I like the, can I make this black and white as well or something? I don't know. I'll have to find out how to do that. Or maybe I can do it here. Trading background. Okay. I'll figure that out later. Anyway, one thing I wanted to show you is something which I was playing around with. Maybe this is interesting for you guys. So TitanX web. Okay, let's just do this. This is the price you're seeing here is in ETH. So it's not the US dollar price. But anyhow, this is not what I wanted to show you. What I really wanted to show you was this. So let me do 1 day. Hold on. What's going on? Okay, that's why I'm doing desk screener. Okay, sorry. I mean, okay, I had to zoom in so much. It's crazy. Okay, can I do 1 day? Okay, you don't really see it very well. It's not very nice, but anyhow, it is what it is. I mean, this is. Oof, one day. I mean, yeah. Okay. But anyhow, this is not the greatest thing. The only great thing about TradingView is this is what I want to show you guys. So just 1 second. So if we go here to the community dashboard, and if you go down and we check the minted supply, I mean, as you see, the minted supply is definitely be going up like crazy, right? Um, so now what we could do is, if you just take this minted supply, let's say do, right? Maybe I'm gonna do another copy. So yeah, I mean, so far the highest minted supply has been here day 64 with 762 billion. So yeah, I think there's never been a higher minted supply on one day than that. So one of the things I was actually trying to do, but TradingView unfortunately doesn't show it very well, to be honest. It's not so nice. But one thing, I was actually thinking you can paste something in here. Yeah, but this doesn't work. Yeah, I was trying it earlier on. It was somewhat working, but yeah, this was not is not working as I expected. But there's an overlay you can do, which is very interesting to see the minted supply with the price, basically. So somewhat very nice to see how that goes. Anyway, I'm gonna prepare it for the next time, and then we can view it a little bit better. So, guys, 92 viewers so far. So it has been a blast. Hopefully, you guys got a bit of alpha, a bit of information. You're understanding Titanics a bit better, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. All the super chats and all that. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. Is there anything here? And thanks for the super chats, all of you guys. This is crazy. I mean, this is the first time getting super chats and all. This is a yeah. I didn't even know what they're called. So thank you guys, and see you next time. Thank you. Thank you. End stream.